Four, three.
Hello, everyone. It's Friday, September the 27th. We got a bunch of things to go over here. We're doing this from my home. And, the reason for that is first of all, we got a lot of weather going on. But besides that, we just spoke with all the hospital folks over to Greenbrier this morning. And I wanted to try to get over and at least say hi to the Saints. I'm sorry, to the Broncos. Sean Payton, that brought us the Saints a long time ago in West Virginia, and a lot of folks really enjoyed their practices and everything. Those are who a long time stuff in West Virginia. We married a beautiful young lady, Skyleen, and Skyleen, I think, was a Miss West Virginia from Parkersburg in the Parkersburg area, and so a lot of ties to West Virginia. Good man, and what an incredible football coach and a ball of energy all the time. But I wanted to take the time to at least stop in and say hi to Sean, and so we decided to do the briefing from up here today. So that's good from my standpoint. But yesterday I issued a state of preparedness, with the storms and the heavy rain that we and and the heavy winds. But I've got to admit, I'm tickled to death that we finally have gotten this amount of rainfall, because this will surely assist us in many ways in regard to the terrible potential we had of forest fires. And I told you so many times, our forestry department is now equipped with some decent equipment, and we need to continue to do even more. But at the same time, you just think the devastation of fires. If we had a massive amount of fires, just think of the devastation to all of our incredible nature, all of our incredible forest and everything. And we were right on the verge. So we celebrate, at least I celebrate, these incredible amount of incredible rainfall. And we still got to be really careful. We got a lot of high winds out there, trees going down. We've got this hurricane, I think it's Helene, and and so we're going to probably pick up additional rainfall there, and so we gotta just be on guard and watch what we do. But nevertheless, I'm really tickled to death that we have rainfall. That's for sure. I want to talk to you a second about our nursing program. What a success. I mean, this is unbelievable. But we have just graduated, or we're in the process of graduating, right at 700 nurses in West Virginia in 1 year. It is unbelievable how important this is, and what an incredible success. We should be really proud and really happy about that. Um, I want to talk to you just 1 second about a capital investment program that we have, and all that's going on there. But I'm excited to announce that West Virginia has been ranked in the top 10 nationally for managing and deploying small business credit funds. I mean, really good stuff. We should be really proud of West Virginia again. We continue to be ranked in the top 10 or first or whatever it may be in West Virginia. Nobody happier than I am about all that. 3 national blue ribbon schools: Pleasant Valley Elementary in Marion County, Kellogg Elementary in Wayne County, and Gilmore Elementary in Jackson County. Now, I'm telling you right now, Baby Dog and I are really proud of you folks. I mean, that's all there is to it. But you just think, whether it be the staff or the teachers or the students, the parents, everybody's playing a big role in making this happen. But blue ribbon schools in West Virginia, 3 more of them. Great stuff. I wasn't able to go, but the Scott Miller bypass, and now the Bob Ashley Bridge, our crews got a ribbon, the brand new Scott Miller bypass in Roane County that was badly needed. Forevermore, it was badly needed, and also dedicated the bridge. in honor of our late friend and really good man, Bob Ashley. All of us miss Bob Ashley. And what an incredible, incredible man. We should absolutely celebrate his life and remember him. That's all there is to it. But Delegate Bob Ashley, the man that I worked in my administration day after day, what an incredible job he did. We'll miss him. We'll miss him so much right now, but don't forget him. Let's don't forget him. Okay, I'm on to something else. The archery and crossbow season is right on us and everything. I was really worried. I was really, really worried about all this and everything, from the standpoint that, hunters going into the woods and going into woods in big, big, big numbers. The forest was so dry and so dangerous, so dangerous. But these beautiful rains that we're getting, are really, really, really going to help and really ensure that we don't end up with massive forest fires all over the place. But last week I joked about this, but I thought, because the season that's coming in is white-tailed deer, black bear, and wild boar. Well, now look, maybe I've missed a link here, but I pride myself about this, but especially when I had brown hair and was skinny, I ran across almost every mountain in this state. Most generally, I was chasing after a bird dog and grouse hunting, and so for a long time in my life, we had several quail, and in the winters of 77, 78, and 79, really, really, really put a hurt on the quail population in West Virginia. But with all that being said, I joked about the fact that, wild boar season, really, but I've now stand corrected. Commissioner Brett McMillian has now assured me that you can find wild boar in some places in southern West Virginia. I didn't know that. I haven't seen any, but if he says they're there, I guess we'll go with it. And I can tell you, in places like South Carolina where we farm, the wild boar population is a big time problem. That's all there is to it, because they can really be devastating. But nevertheless, we're going to be happy that there is some in southern West Virginia. I remind you about our elk management tours. You need to go do this. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it in every way. You'll see absolutely just the most majestic creatures that used to roam the hills of this great state. We have like 60 new elk calves and like 140 to 150 mature elk. This program is working, and tickets are available on the West Virginia Parks website. So go, and you ought to do this. You ought to check that out. King Cole Highway. We talk about Coalfield Expressway, but the King Cole Highway, we've now started to really make real progress there. There was a bridge over there in Mercer County. They called it Forevermore, the bridge to nowhere. We changed that, didn't we? That bridge now goes somewhere and absolutely helps in every way of getting people to the airport quickly and everything. It is so instrumental now, and it's set over there for, good Lord, I don't know, decades. It wasn't going to set over there on my watch. And so we've done some good stuff there, and lots of projects that are going on the King Cole Highway and the Coalfield Expressway. And I always talk, about Quarter H and how important that Quarter H is, and it is. It's the number one most important highway in our state, and that's where we prioritized it. But right behind that were the King Cole Highway and the Coalfield Expressway, and the reason for that is because that links the southern part of the state to the world, and we absolutely don't want to forget, and we haven't, and we've done a lot of stuff. And I'm not going to be your governor forever, but I would tell you, that each one of these projects is on the way to completion. Now we got to still do a whole bunch of work, and it's not going to be completed tomorrow, but but both, Quarter H and King Cole Highway and the Coalfield Expressway, we absolutely are going to celebrate running across the finish line and having these projects completed, and it's not going to be forever. Okay, our DNR. My goodness, if you haven't been with a DNR officer, you really missed something. These people do unbelievable work, and they share in our commitment to conservation and nature and all the great beauty of this unbelievable state. But these great police officers do an incredible job. And today I'm announcing that our District 4 Natural Resources police officers have received the Conservation Law Enforcement Award from the Association of the Fish and Wildlife Agencies. And good stuff. Congratulations to our Colonel Bobby Cales and all the great people of the DNR. My goodness gracious, they're the real deal. They're the real deal, and they absolutely do great work all the time. Forest land in West Virginia. And those 12 million acres and everything, our forestry department is really looking after them and everything. Help them. Help them be able to protect all of us. Please do. And I would tell you that fall is here. The leaves are turning and everything. I always say it's this time it really shows off, doesn't it? That's all there is to it. Because you know, you see is it we see it beautiful all the time. But boy, I'll tell you, in the fall it really shows off. So get out, enjoy this great state. Kathy continues to to be involved in communities and schools. What a job communities and schools have done. Just friends with Paul. You know, now they have 38 therapy dogs placed in West Virginia schools. Couldn't be more important. Everything is absolutely major, phenomenal success, phenomenal. They just placed a dog, a male Coco. Coco is a chocolate lab, and just placed Coco, and so just so many really great situations and what's going on. Coco went to Calhoun Middle School. So that's all I got right now. We'll take your questions, and thank you so much for being with us today.
All right, Governor, thank you. First up today from members of the media, Mark Curtis with Nexstar Media.
Got to turn
Good
this up.
afternoon, Governor
Way
and
up.
fellow reporters and staffers. Governor, take us behind the scenes. Give us a snapshot look at what's going on with Homeland Security, probably talking with all the county emergency management agencies, discussions with the National Guard. I mean, just give us a sense of the preparations and what's in motion and how quickly the response can be should we get really hammered with this storm coming through here.
Well, Mark, you can just imagine. You can just imagine the coordination that's going on from all of our agencies. I mean, whether it even be the Fusion Center, but whether it be Homeland Security or whether it be the National Guard or whomever it may be, you know, we truly, Mark, are on top of this, and everybody will work together and run to the fire, and we'll be ready. We're ready now, and we've known this storm was coming for a long time, and we're ready. And you know, absolutely, if we get some level of devastation, it can't be fixed in 10 minutes, but we can be there and absolutely do any and everything we possibly can. And I've told you before, Mark, I am the most impatient guy in the room always. And so when it really boils right down to it, I can assure you that we're ready and we'll be ready. And all the agencies will work together with one another, and we'll get our people through this.
All right, thank you, Mark. Next up is Beth Sargent with the Gazette Mail.
Hey, Governor. Hey, my question has to do with the upcoming special session. We're moving towards Monday, and I just wanted to get your opinion on how you feel like meetings are going with legislators at this point in regard to, the additional cut in income tax, the child care tax credit. Just get your impressions of where you think we are. Thank you.
Oh, Beth, thanks, and I appreciate you. You've always been really good, Beth. That's all I ask is people be fair and respectful to one another, and you've been really good, and I really appreciate you. But Beth, from the standpoint, you can just imagine the ongoing meetings. I mean, we're just covered up with meetings, and with the legislature and getting their blessings, their feelings, whether it be the supplemental appropriations, it be child care, it be the tax break, whatever it may be. Beth, the biggest thing is when you got 100 folks in the House, you got 34 in the Senate, you got 134 opinions, you got a lot of interaction and all that kind of stuff, and it takes some time. And so with all that being said, I think we're ready, and we'll go out on the call here real soon, and we're still naturally finalizing different things, and but we all want the same thing, and we're all really working together well. This is not like a food fight that's going on or whatever like that. It's we're working together well, and but at the end of the day, I would tell you just this, Beth, from my standpoint, if the economics don't work, the one thing that I've always tried to do is mind the store, have I not? But I think without any question, the economics really work. And so as we go forward, we need to fine tune that and make absolutely certain that we've got a real hold on this, because we don't want a problem as we go forward. Beth, the biggest challenge going forward is just going to be just this is, I don't say this egotistically, but it takes a leader of the band that truly's got a real feel for what's going to happen and really doesn't get us out over our skis, but at the same time, keeps us moving in an aggressive way forward. That's really what we've done. And so, Beth, I think we're going to have a child care deal. I think we're absolutely going to have, a proposal in regard to a reduction in income tax. But, Beth, at the end of the day, if I were told at the 11th hour, we're not going to vote for this, or we're just not going to vote for a child care tax break. We're not going to do that at all. Well, I mean, Beth, why waste our time? I mean, I got plenty of things to do. And really and truly, if all we're going to do is bring people down and spend state dollars and they're not going to get anything done on an issue, then we don't need that issue. But there's lots of stuff in there, about how to really do great stuff with infrastructure, whether it be water, sewer, and all that kind of stuff that'll allow us to do more and more and more projects with matching federal funds and everything. There's lots of stuff that we got to get through, and we'll get there. I think you got a lot of folks that that really want to do the right thing. So we'll get there.
All right, thank you, Beth. Next up is Charles Young with WV News.
Hi, this is Charles Young with Governor. This is Charles Young with WV News. Governor, I was just wondering. Previously you'd said you were going to put out some drafts of bills. As far as I'm aware, I haven't seen those yet. And then just to follow up on Beth's question, do you anticipate this just being a one-day session? Do you expect this to last more than one day? Thank you.
Charles, let me ask the tail end. First. I do not expect it to be a one-day session. It'll probably take a couple of days. As far as the legislative drafts, they're not done yet, and we're still finalizing all that. We'll have that real soon. But Charles, we don't want to keep the legislatures there unduly, and really and truly, there may be a chance in getting it done in one day. But the biggest thing and the most important thing is we get it done right.
All right, thank you, Charles. Next up is Anna Saunders with WCHS TV.
Hi, Governor. It's Anna Saunders with WCHS. You mentioned this child care grant program. Can you go into more specifics about that? And is that going to be more geared toward families or providers? Thank you.
I really want it to be for both, and this is Dana, is that correct? Dana, is that right? Anna, I'm sorry, Anna. But here's how, I mean, the gist of what I'm going to propose is just this, is we're going to take some one-time money and do it through workforce, to where it's needs based and it's got some merit based to it, and we just don't throw money away. But we're going to try to take some one-time money and basically staunch up, our child care folks and everything. And then we're going to add right with that, or we're going to hope that we're going to add right with that a state tax break to our families that are, having kids in child care. And, it's a complex issue and it's a national issue, but we're going to take it on. We won't fix everything completely. We won't do that. But at the same time, if we can help, that's what we want to do.
All right, thank you, Anna. Next up is Amelia Nicely with West Virginia Watch.
Hi, Governor. Earlier this year, after the death of Kennedy Miller, you had said during one of these press briefings that you would possibly call a special session to have lawmakers look at homeschool regulations or allowing schools to better follow up on homeschool students. There was a high-profile child abuse and neglect case in Kanawha County earlier this week involving homeschool students, and I wondered if this was something you anticipate that we could see discussed during the special session, whether it be Rayleigh's Law or other ideas you have for kind of addressing those loopholes or gaps in homeschool regulations.
Amelia, we do have a draft, but Amelia, here's the problem. This is, we realize the the tragedies that have happened, and it's it's tough to, pound a round peg in a square hole as far as the bill, and it doesn't seem like there's anything quite there that fits, and and but Amelia, we're trying. We absolutely, I mean, we understand and the tragedy of circumstances that have happened with folks. We need to do better. And there's no question we need to do better. But boy, what a complex issue, and if we don't watch out, this may be better in the general session than in a special session, to tell you the truth.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Governor, back to you.
Well, let me look real quick. Again, everybody be really careful with these storms coming and everything. We congratulate our nurses and our blue ribbon schools. That's all great stuff. We should always remember Bob Ashley and be careful now, going in the woods now and everything with our crossbow and archery season that's just opening up, and we celebrate what's going on at our King Cole Highway, and we want to just continue to do great work. Our DNR, boy, I tell you, those officers are unbelievable. And just look at the great stuff that's happening at Fairmont State, with our foster kids. I just encourage everybody to get out and enjoy this unbelievable state. It is. Listen, let me tell you this. Jimmy Justice, that grew up in this great state. Can you imagine, Jimmy Justice growing up, like I said in the beginnings, my family didn't have a whole lot, from the standpoint of, like I said before, grandparents didn't have indoor plumbing on my mom's side, and on my dad's side, he's the only child, lived in a house that only had one bathroom, one bedroom. Now, so we worked hard, and along the way, we did pretty good, and at that point in time, as much as I love to hunt and fish, I could have gone anywhere in the world. I could have gone to Argentina and caught the biggest brown trout in the world and everything. I could have gone absolutely to New Zealand. I could have gone all kinds of places and enjoyed unbelievable hunting and fishing in those countries as well. I never hardly went. I became friends with a bunch of folks in Wyoming, and I'd go out there trout fishing, but really, other than that, I didn't go. Well, you say, well, wait a minute here. Why didn't he go? And the answer is so simple, because what we have here is the best of the best. What we have in West Virginia is like nothing else. It is the best of the best. It truly is. It's the envy of the world, in my opinion. Jimmy Justice didn't need to go anywhere. He had it right here, right at home. And that's all there is to it. Nobody enjoyed hunting and fishing and being outdoors more than I. And we had the best right here. And that's what I did. So remember that. Get out. Get out and enjoy this incredible state. It's unbelievable. We should be very proud. Thank you so much. God bless.